It must be now 2 years. We had a girl of 33. She was a drug addict. She drank. She again injected into her legs. Her legs were really, really bad. And in fact, it came to a stage where they were going to, so they were saying about amputation, because she was always in her wheelchair. No teeth. That's the usual sign of crack. But she was so pretty. She was a very, very pretty girl. And she came from Scotland and had got a dog, as some of them have. And so she mainly slept on the streets because the hostels wouldn't have the dog. So it came to her last time in hospital, and she was brought in with a gastric bleed, really, really bad, and they were in theatre with her for 5 hours. And she came out and she said to me, "Am I in heaven?" This is after the anaesthetic. I said, "No, not with me here. You're not in heaven." And as she came round, we talked a lot, and I said, "You know, you really ought to go home to Scotland and be with your family, because you've still got a family up there." And she said, "My mum doesn't know anything about what I've been doing down here, and she'd been down here 10 years. I said, "I think you just ought to take the bull by the horns and ring your mum and tell her that you want to come home." Because she did really want to go home, but tried to deny it. So she rang her, and then the next day when I saw her, she was just so over the moon, because her mum said, "I don't care what you've done, you just come home." And she said, "I've got to take my dog, and I can't go looking like this." So I went out and bought her some new clothes, and I gave her a suitcase that I had at home, anything I could give her, because she was just so over the moon with everything to get home. But she said she couldn't go home in the clothes that she had, so we got a case full of stuff for her. And she got home, and she rang me to say she got home. We got all her methadone sorted out with the chemist up there and the GP, and she rang me to say Mum was so pleased to see her. And funny enough, about 6 or 8 months later, there is a minister called Father Christian Paul, who goes around the streets and sees everything. And Christian Paul had brought me a printout from his Facebook, and this girl was on it, and she'd got her teeth, they'd given her new teeth. I couldn't recognise her. She looked absolutely fantastic with her dog.